What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including WWE offering Kurt Angle a job, Goldberg's next victim, WWE returning to Saudi Arabia, Alexa Bliss's warning to fans, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Now let's hit the intro and get straight into the first story. Now, our first story looks at the WWE offering Kurt Angle a job. WWE Hall of Famer Kurt Angle is retired from the ring, but apparently they're still interested in him working with the company. Angle, who has been busy operating a nutrition business as well as his new podcast, spoke about the offer during a recent edition of his podcast. While I would consider doing it, it's something that I enjoy doing. I know Triple H offered me a job, I believe to, train wrestlers. He wanted me to come down once a month to NXT. Nothing transpired from it, but maybe in the future there might be some possibility. I like training people, I just don't have a lot of time right now to do it. Believe it or not, even including in this pandemic, but I'm good at training people, I'm good at teaching people stuff. While Angle's schedule might not permit a return to WWE even once a month, he has so much to offer that the WWE will wait for him. Next up, Daniel Bryan leaving soon? Daniel Bryan recently competed in the main event at WrestleMania's second night, but is the leader of the Yes Movement unhappy right now? Well, maybe unhappy seems like too strong a word, but based on a recent interview with BT Sports, it seems that Bryan had mixed feelings not only about his triple threat match at Mania, but his WWE future. Now, Bryan discussed his future in the WWE, commenting, "My contract's actually up relatively soon, so I don't know, I'm still trying to figure out what I'm doing with my life. I'm gonna be 40 soon." You may recall Bryan's past interviews where he's talked about wrestling part-time once his current contract ends, believed to be sometime around this September. Bryan also discussed his triple threat match during the interview, revealing unusual feelings he experienced. It was really bizarre. It's been 9 days now since it happened. It's taken me time to fully process the experience was like, because it wasn't like a normal thing. I felt very out of body in it. When I'm wrestling, I feel everything. I feel like I'm enjoying it and I'm having fun. This was weird. I was out there and it felt like I was detached. It was so strange that before the match started, I got this strange feeling like, oh no, is this what it's like before you die? Am I gonna die? Well, okay. It was really bizarre. I don't know why or how it happened, but it was unlike anything I've felt while wrestling before. Is it possible that Bryan was thinking that this might be his last WrestleMania match? With his contract expiring soon, it could be his last appearance at the Showcase of the Immortals, and even if he does return, it's unknown whether he would main event again. Despite losing the match, Daniel Bryan put on a fantastic performance, helping to make Roman Reigns look strong as a champion. Bryan has talked about wanting to use his main event status to get other wrestlers over, and it's clear that he succeeded at WrestleMania. Next up, the actual reason for Charlotte's storyline suspension. And what's going on with Charlotte Flair on Raw? Well, that's the question fans are asking after the Queen was apparently pulled from WrestleMania 37, then brought back the next night on Raw, only to be suspended the following week for beating up a referee. Is Charlotte being punished for her boyfriend Andrade's anti-WWE comments, which was actually insinuated by former announcer Hugo Savinovich? Well, not necessarily, as TalkSport's Alex McCarthy is reporting on the real reason for Flair's latest time off. According to McCarthy, Flair needs time off for dental work, hence the storyline suspension. So unfortunately nothing that juicy. She's maybe just putting in braces, who knows. Next up, the return of Super Showdown. Now, this pandemic has put many live events on hold in 2020 and 2021, including WWE's twice-a-year Super Shows in Saudi Arabia. Now, although the WWE was able to hold Super Showdown in 2020, it was able to run its Crown Jewel event. However, in light of the WWE's successful WrestleMania event with fans, as well as its upcoming SummerSlam event, which is rumored to also have fans present, there's talk of them making at least one appearance in Saudi Arabia. According to WrestleVotes, 2 WWE sources indicated an event in Saudi Arabia prior to the end of 2021 is very much on the table. The WWE's business dealings with Saudi Arabia have generated considerable controversy for the company, but they don't seem to mind as long as those big paydays keep coming in. With the WWE obligated to provide shows for the next 10 years, WWE executives would like to fulfill the contract ASAP so they can negotiate a new deal for even more money. What are your feelings on another Saudi Arabia event? Who could we see coming out of retirement for this one? Well, one possibility is definitely a Goldberg match, and here's his next victim. The New Day's Biggie has been setting SmackDown ablaze with his sensational singles push, including his recent reign as IC champion. While Biggie's no longer champion, there appears to be no end in sight for his push, with some fans speculating Biggie might be challenging Universal Champion Roman Reigns for the belt. As exciting as that could be, there's another potential marquee match on the horizon. During his interview on The Bump, Goldberg commented on a potential match with the New Day strongman. The question is, could this era of Goldberg match up with anyone and have it be interesting? I think the answer is absolutely yes. I think Biggie could bring some stuff out of me that I would want to do just to make Biggie proud of me. Would you guys like to see Biggie and Goldberg throw down, perhaps at Super Showdown, or should they focus on Biggie fighting Roman Reigns? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, Triple H denies the Wednesday Night War ever existed. Wrestling's Wednesday Night War is over as NXT moved from head-to-head competition with AEW's Dynamite to Tuesday nights, where it's unopposed. Despite them switching NXT from the WWE Network to the USA Network to run against AEW's television show, Triple H denied any war existed during a recent appearance on Cheap Heat with Pete Rosenberg. The promotional opportunity for us is much better on a Tuesday, and also they're not having to have narrative where it's just constantly about an imaginary war or this imaginary battle. People can say what they want, but the truth of the matter is you compete against everything. The game repeatedly used the phrase imaginary battle, instead focusing on the competition that all television shows face. If you're creating a television product or content, and that is the world we live in, is content, not television, not internet. It's everything. You're constantly competing for eyeballs and time against everything under the sun, including sleep and time to do other things and video games and TikTok and everything else that's out there. The case can definitely be made that no Wednesday Night War existed because AEW repeatedly trounced NXT in the ratings and demographics, making the very concept of competition tenuous. However, the WWE conveniently airing its black and gold brand on Wednesday nights after AEW announced it would air its television show that night is difficult to describe as coincidence. However you look at the Wednesday Night War, it's clear that NXT's move to Tuesday nights has been advantageous as the show's ratings have increased for the last 2 weeks. But what do you think of Triple H's comments? Is the game becoming delusional like his father-in-law, or is Helmsley merely putting the corporate spin on things? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, EC3 Hospitalized. There's terrible news for former WWE superstar EC3, aka Michael Hutter, as he's now in hospital due to a bad infection. The man who portrayed Dixie Carter's storyline nephew Ethan Carter III in TNA and Impact Wrestling posted a picture of himself in the hospital along with an update for his fans. Short version, an infection I neglected proper care for, put others people's needs before mine, went straight emth, caught up to me and broke me. Long version, it's extensive, I've been hospitalized 5 days and will need longer. Anyways, I will heal. If you want help, drop a comment or thought or affirmation. Or we wish EC3 a fast and full recovery. And finally, Alexa Bliss's warning for our fans. Last but not least, Alexa Bliss is a very popular woman with fans always looking to interact with her on social media. However, wrestling's 5 Feet of Fury has warned her fans, tweeting, "Just a friendly reminder that this is my only Twitter account and I only have one Instagram account that's verified. I do not have any secret accounts or private accounts, so please do not fall for it." And regrettably, there are some scumbags on social media that pose as wrestlers and try to get fans to send them money. But there you have it folks, the wildest wrestling news stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.